Hello friends, we have selected Kamala Das's My Grandmother's House for discussion. This is a very important poem from examination point of view. Questions are asked not only in traditional examination in universities from this particular poem, but questions are asked from TGT, PGT and UGC net as well from Kamala Das's poems. Now, Kamala Das has written this poem in the year 1965. She is a well known feminist poet and she has adopted confessional mode in order to write this poem. She is a confessional poetess. Now, let us begin this poem. This is a house now far away where once I received love. Now it appears as if she is trying to convey her ideas to her husband, and she is perhaps wanting him to understand that her entire life is not loveless. There was a house where she had received love and admiration. She was honored, she was loved. Unfortunately, that house is no more. Therefore, she starts, there is a house now far away where once I received love. That woman died. Perhaps she is recalling her granny who used to love, who used to adore, who used to honor Kamala Das as a child a lot. Unfortunately, that granny is no more. She is dead. But the house in which she used to reside, the house in which Kamala Das during her childhood used to go there in order to spend her summer vacation along with her mother is still there. Unfortunately, that house is abandoned. Nobody used to write there. There is a house now far away where once I received love. The woman died. The house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like a moon. Now, Kamala Das acknowledges that when she was a child and when she used to look at her granny perhaps was a uh, learned woman. She knew how to read books, how to read text. Perhaps she had a fascination for books. Books are frequently found in her household, and when Kamala Das, as a child, used to look at the text, the books which were there in her granny's house, she becomes very apprehensive and scared because she could not understand as to how her granny used to study all those books. But now, since her granny is no more, she is died. Now, since nobody used to reside in that house where her granny used to reside at one point of time, therefore, Kamala Das acknowledges that the house where her granny used to reside, the house where she used to go during her summer vacation in order to spend time, that house is abandoned. Nobody used to reside there. And the books are abandoned as well. Snakes moved among books means that books is abandoned. Nobody used to read those texts. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like a book. Now, this is a sheer apprehension of kids when they used to encounter, when they used to come across bulky books. How often I think of going there to peer through the blind eyes of windows or just listen to the frozen air. Now, when Kamala Das becomes very, very anxious because it appears as if her married life is not going well, she did not have a very good understanding with her husband. In fact, in many of her poems, she has confessed about her extramarital affair because she was not happy with her husband, because their marriage was a loveless one. Therefore, in search of love, she have had extramarital affair as well. Now she acknowledges that When she becomes desperate, when she becomes anxious, when she is inflicted with anxiety, she wanted to go there, go to that house where her granny used to reside at one point of time. As nobody used to reside there, she knew that. She simply wanted to peep through the windows inside the room so that she should come to know as to how that house right now is. To peer through the blind eyes of windows, or just listen to the frozen air, or in wild despair pick an armful of darkness to bring it here, to lie behind my boredom, my bedroom door like a brooding dog. Now, in contemporary era, many people uses pets like cats, dogs, rabbits in order to relieve boredom from their life. Similarly, Kamala Das acknowledges that since her life is not good, since her life is loveless, since the relationship between her husband and herself is not harmonious and cordial one, therefore many a time when she is not feeling well, she would prefer to bring the darkness of that house where she used to receive love from her granny, and to bring that darkness and to put that darkness like a pit in the bedroom where she is residing right now. You can't believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. I, who have lost my way and beg now at a stranger's door to receive love, at least in a small change. Kamala Das here confesses that her life is loveless, her life is without any glitter and glamour, and since her husband does not love her, therefore, in order to receive love, she begs at a stranger's door. Unfortunately, she could not find love there as well. Instead of love, she only receives lust. But she wanted her husband to understand that her life was not loveless as it is right now. In her childhood, during her childhood, there were people who used to understand her a lot, love her a lot, honor her a lot, and one such house was her granny's home. One such house was, in fact, the house of Kamala Das, granny's, where she used to receive a huge amount of love. Thank you.